for the sake of it, to make it as balmy as we possibly can, we're going to do everything to it now. So we're going to put every single modification on. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to another episode of Gran Turismo 2. Last time round we raced in the Nissan Micras and the newly founded, at the time, Nissan Skyline R34. We only had to do a normal race in our R34 last time, but now we find ourselves here at the GTR meeting. Now, I imagine we're going to be able to use the Nissan R34. It says new and old, so we're going to give it a go in our 700 plus horsepower GTR R34 V-Spec. Let's go grab it from the garage. Hello. 721 horsepower. Well, it's good to get more use out of it, I guess. Let's go. Super Speedway. I think we've got this one. Oh, that sounds so ruthless. Oh, God. Yep. Bye. Bye, everyone. See you later. Thanks for coming. Flat. Ah, we can't be flat around there. However, we now get a chance to see just how quick this thing can go, I guess. I saw 175 before I got on the brakes and absolutely pooed myself. Gearbox is still a bit long. We've not got a triple plate clutch in it either. Oh, I was too busy watching the speedo. Big drift. Hopefully this will give us a good slingshot off the corner though if we do this. 182 before it hit the limiter. And that was only in 5th as well. I imagine it's got 6 gears, so it'll definitely go quicker than that. Across the line. Easy victory. Easy W. It's off to a good start, isn't it? Now, if I remember rightly, it said that there was a racing modification version of this as well. I don't think you can racing modify the R34. Or at least with it being a new car-ish at the time, I don't expect that you can. Well, we need to go through all the stages of weight reduction as well first, so bear with me. That's that done. Turns out you can. And there's more than one type as well. So we've got this horrible silver design. Whatever that is. Looks like this sort of Calsonic branded one, and is that it? That's it. Well, the blue one's the better of the two, I think. Still horrific, but let's do it. And while we're here spending a lot of money on this car, I'm going to give it super soft slicks because I just want to see how capable it is on the stickiest tyres available. This is going to be a real missile. It's a great way to bow out of the Nissan challenges, isn't it? Let's go. Oh, and it's Seattle short as well, so it's nice. Stop-start, really squirty circuit, this. I think this is going to feel good round here. Oh, look at that R33. Oh. Oh my lord, it's fast. Oh, look at the Calsonic branded R32. That looked fantastic. Oh my god, it's fast. What's the handling like? Oh lord. Oh lordy. Oh, it really does turn on these tyres. Christ on a bike. Oh, okay. Yeah, this just does feel like a GT500 car at this point. Oh, even the drifting. Oh, even the drifting is super manageable. What a machine. Look at the acceleration. This is excellent. Oh, it easily makes the corner on the brakes. Oh my life. I mean, I don't like the look of it at all, but I think this is probably one of my favourite cars that we own all of a sudden. Up and down the gears a lot through here on the brakes. This is where you need a car that responds quickly, and this certainly does. It's a little bit of initial understeer, but you can get it right. It feels very stiff, but like I say, it feels like a race car because of that. I mean, 2 laps. I got well early on the throttle there. I was going to say 2 laps around Seattle, and we've absolutely disappeared up the road. 54 seconds. And we hit 152 mile an hour. And that's Nissan done. I was going to say, we're going to complete Nissan this episode. Expect a bit of a challenge, but we absolutely destroyed them. I mean, we spent a lot of money doing it, granted, but we absolutely destroyed them. Nice view, mate. Cheers. That leaves us with 2 manufacturers left now in all of these manufacturer challenges. I can't believe the end is finally in sight, but I know there's going to be a lot of challenges within those manufacturers, so certainly still a long way to go now. Let's see what the next challenge is, though. We leave Nissan and head to one of my very favourite manufacturers, Honda. I've owned a Honda in my life. I had an Accord Type R at one point, and it was absolutely brilliant fun. It was a shed. It was a proper rust bucket, but it was good fun all the same. NSX Trophy first, then Civics. We're going to go in a Honda Beat, then a Type R meeting, which I think might be a bit of everything. Yeah, Civics, NSXs, Integras, so if we get an NSX, we can certainly use it there. And then a Honda S2000 Challenge as well. So we only have to do a road-going version of the Type Rs and the NSXs, so we do not need to racing modify said NSX. We'll try and get a second-hand one, and then see where we can go with that.
One eternity later.
There are no NSXs in this list, which surprises me in a way, because I thought there would have been a big list of them down here. So, clearly not. Looks like we're going to get a new one. And for some reason, we can't even do that. Is this another cappuccino scenario? Do we have to advance the game on a few days before we can buy one? Not quite the NSX we were looking for. Again, not quite the NSX we were looking for. So how do we get one? We've got 7 days to waste in the game if we're going to get it to tick over to the next used showroom. Or used dealership, I should say. I've got a plan, and we're going to buy one of these, and we're going to race it. So you bear with me, and we'll end up on track in just a sec. And we're at Deep Forest for this race. I think this is going to be quite good fun. Wait till you see what car we've got. Yes, we're entering the Beat the Beat Challenge in the Honda Beat. A lovely little car. And there used to be one in a repossession centre just down the road from where I live that looked just like this one. Yellow. Wow, the triple plate clutch and flywheel has helped us loads. Look at it. We're gone. We've turbocharged it. It's about 116 horsepower, I think. And it revs its absolute off. It's tiny. Look at it. It's like a little flea. I mean, they're gone. They look like fleas in the distance. I know a friend of mine, Dave, really loves this car. And there's somebody I know selling one as well at the minute. But obviously they're so sought after. You know, they cost quite a lot of money now. Lovely little car, though. It's so adorable. Even with its little high-pitched voice. Listen. I'm sorry. I don't mean to put you on the grass, little thing. It's pretty much flat everywhere. We've got racing medium slicks on it, so it handles really well. We've not lightweighted it or anything, because you can't make this thing any lighter, I don't think. It will not stay in a straight line, though. Go on, J-turn it. Flipping heck. That was a big off. It's going to take a bit of time now to get the momentum back. Got more of them closing in. But we've got the power in a straight line, clearly. Although it's going to top out. That's me lifting off that. It's good fun, though, I know that much. It goes sideways when you want it to. It rotates when you want it to. You get a little bit of mid-engined oversteer that you'd get in any mid-engine car. Ah! Whoa. Will it on? Get going, little yellow thing. Now, don't kill me up here this time, please. Wow. That was quick through there. I got a bit scared I was going to run wide, though, on the limiter already. But we know that's faster than they can go. It's a screamy little win for the Honda Beat. And we did beat the beats. Great job. Well done, little car. Oh, please stop. You're hurting it. Look at it. It's so cute. No need to racing modify the Beat. There is no racing version of it that we need to race. So that's ours forever now. Look at it. It's adorable. It does mean, however, that we need to look at other races now that we can do, because the NSX Trophy clearly isn't going to be doable for another 6 days. We need to wait for the showroom to change over. So we're going to look at Honda Civics next up, because, I mean, I love a Civic. Who doesn't? I think we've got a good one, though, so I'm going to just go and rift through my garage, if that's the right word, and see whether we've got one. We do have this abomination, which is the Mugen Civic Type R. Now, I know a lot of people that like their Hondas will think, oh my god, it's amazing. I think that looks absolutely hideous. They have killed what is a very pretty car, the EK9 Type R. But we're going to get in it, and we're going to try it out and see whether it lets us in, because sometimes it doesn't let you in with the sort of special versions of these cars. Okay, so it works. That's very good news indeed. It does, however, mean that we might have to buy another Civic to racing modify, because you won't be able to racing modify the Mugen one. We're at Apricot Hill, though. It's nice to come here after a long time out. And of course, it revs stupid high. Now, I've not done anything to it, so this could actually be quite a tough race, to be honest. but we're all smashing our VTEC, yo. There's a Civic sedan in there as well. That's quite nice. Looks like we have a little bit of a straight line advantage. Type R EK9 there. There's an EG6 in front. I know Gally, my mate Jack, would lose his mind. Get out of it. EG6 looks fast. I can hear Gally over my shoulder saying, of course it's fast. That initial acceleration there is where the EK9 Mugen seems to be better, but that EG6 is gone. Oh, I keep doing that. Typically with a Civic, you have to drive it like it's got no rev limiter and wait for about 20 bounces off that limiter for it to remind you that it exists. Oh, God. This is a close little race with the EG6, this. Sorry. All right. Oh, God, it really didn't want to turn in there. He's right up my chuff. There he is. See what it's like in a straight line here, because that EG6 seems to have the legs. It's very even. Oh, changed down well early there and battered third gear. Oh, that was millimetre perfect. Also known as very lucky. Oh, Christ. The AI tend to do that, to be honest with you, so I can get away with that. That EG's certainly quick up here. You can hear it rattling up behind us. Oh, God, I've missed my gear again. What we are going to do, though, is buy an EG6 after this, because I believe one of the cars on the list, I'm not sure if it is on the list, actually, but it's certainly a car that I want to own in this game, is the Jack's Civic, and my friend Jack's Civic. There's a specific livery that you can get for that. It was on the cover image to this event, actually, and it is one of the best looking liveries you'll ever see in your life. It's absolutely, truly Japanese, properly bonkers. Just get this right and we're all good. I don't think I ever want to drive this car ever again. It looks horrendous. Hate those little grille things. I know they're probably very useful, but it just looks awful. Oh, the EG's dropped down a bit. Doesn't matter to us, though. That's a win. God, I was really pressing X down hard then. We are the only Mugen in there. The two Type Rs came home in second and third. $5 grand for our troubles. Solid profit, that. What's next? I say that like I don't know what's next. Next is racing modifying, but probably buying a Civic before we do that. There's the Jack's Civic that I was on about, and we are going to get that car right now. However, you have to be a bit careful here on Gran Turismo, because you have to buy the specific version of the car that has that racing modification available, and it doesn't even look like we can buy a Civic SIR here. We might have to get a brand new one. I don't even think you can do that either, because there's the EK9s in there, and no EG6s. Oh man, Honda are really letting us down here with their... Well, then again, it's not Honda's fault, is it? The used car dealership is letting us down. Oh, there's a CRX. Oh no, it's a CRX. No Civic EG6s. That's a shame. It might have to wait, and then we'll get one further down the line then in that case. Looks like we'll have to buy an EK9 Type R. What a shame. That's just gorgeous, isn't it? We're going to get the sunlight yellow one. Fantastic car. For the sake of it, to make it as balmy as we possibly can, we're going to do everything to it now. So we're going to put every single modification on, or at least every one that makes sense at this point. So time to speed up the footage, and I'm going to get on with it. Well, that's really ugly, isn't it? Oh well. Okay, so that's everything we can do to it. 331 horsepower, racing modified. It's got decent brakes. It's got decent suspension. It's got everything done to it that makes sense at this point. So we're going to go back into it now and give it a go. As I've said, we'll probably get that Jack's Civic a bit further down the line in that case. You know, we'll move the time on a few days and then have to just, well, try and buy a car from there. We're at Seattle, by the way. Well, that sounds mental. Oh, those gear changes. There's a Jack's Civic, but in the sort of alternate colours. As you would have seen, we're on racing softs. It's very flat. This is full race car spec now, basically. It's had everything done to it. It's going to be a definite victory, I have to say. Feels fantastic. There's that initial understeer you get from a front-wheel drive car, but then the crazy oversteer on exit as the rear end just can't hang on to what the front's doing. Wow. Look at that. Wow, the power. It may only be 331 horsepower, but in a Civic that has been lightweighted. Again, using that verb, lightweighted, it's a very potent combination. Oh my god, it turns that well. It just hugs the wall on the inside of the first corner. Never again will I underestimate the importance of tyres on this game. Oh, sorry. I say that as I understeer into a wall. And again. I'm telling you though, tyres are really important because it affects every aspect of what the car is doing. How well it brakes, how well it accelerates, and of course how well it goes around corners. And it helps the stability of it as well when you've got a lot of grip on the rear end in a car that oversteers. Even if that oversteer is front-wheel drive induced. I think that's the victory we expected though. I'm happy with that. Not quite a sub 1 minute lap time in the end, but still a quick time all the same. In the next episode we're going to move the clock on a little bit, I should say. We're going to move the game on a couple of days and hopefully then get what we need to from the used car market, which is going to be an EG6 for further down the line now we've sorted the Civics out. And we're also going to grab ourselves... Oh, I've just realised something. Well, we're going to get an NSX, but I've just realised that we could have used this car in its road spec for the Type R meeting because there's no racing modifier. Well, we'll figure that out in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in aforementioned next episode.